Hello my friends and welcome to Eorzea. This is part 8 of our immersive playthrough with Sorren Evenwind, our Viera Lancer. Veteran of the Drowning Wench and Limsa has need of an adventurer. So, I guess we are checking out that naval city. As always, thank you so much for being here and for all the support. I do appreciate every single one of you. Now remember, if you enjoy these immersive cozy playthroughs, do get that like button a boop to help it out in your algorithm. But for now, let's enjoy some Final Fantasy. Let's see. Oh, I don't actually have any other... Okay, alright. I'll have to figure a way out then. Let's have a look. I think there should be stairs over here. Right, to the merchant strip? If I'm reading that map correctly. I'm still getting used to all of the cities. I think Gridania is probably one of the easier ones to navigate. Weaver's Guild, we'll go and grab that. Then we also have the Sapphire Exchange, yeah. We can get some waypoints here. They'll definitely help us out in the long run. Now that way. Perfect. But yeah, questing in Limsa sounds very interesting. I have to say I really liked the first impression that I got from it. The bustling naval city. It was built in sort of spires that jut out from the ocean, isn't it? It's a pretty cool concept. I wonder if we'll run into any pirates. Let's see, we'll continue on until we get like the big aetheryte crystal here. Just to have it, And I believe from there we can just teleport to Limsa. I think I got the aetheryte over there. I think I did. Alright. Oh, there's a Chocobo Keeper as well. So we may as well grab that. Yes. Perfect. Got that opened up. Yeah, so there's a big one. The Ulda Steps of Nald. We'll go and attune to that, and then we'll see if we can just pop on over to Limsa. You know, make it a bit quicker. Make it a bit quicker. By the way, I have to say, I've been having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy. I started another character as well, just, you know, for my free time. And it's very addicting. Had I known before, huh? Let's see, Aethernet. I can't. Can I just pop on over if I use... Is it Lanosgea? Yes. We have Call of the Sea over there. That is 456. That's expensive. Wait, where is my return spell? Gridania. Can I? Chamber of Rule. You know what? I think I'm gonna return to Gridania. And from there grab the airship to Limsa. I don't want to pay 400 and whatever gil. I'm new. I'm a bit tight on cash. Made it in. Now I believe I'm running the wrong direction again. Yes, I am. I'm learning. I believe the airship is, yes, right over there. Near Mother Miyune is where I last saw it. We are level 24 at the moment. I believe at level 25 we get our next Lancer quest. I think. You know, if the past was any indication, every 5 levels. Let's have a look. Limsa. Yes. 120. I will pay that. Yes, that I will do. We can skip this. We've all seen that. Alright. Limsa. Oh, look at that. Exactly where we need to be. The drowning wench. By the way, I'm still looking for advice on those glamour things. The glamour crystal. I don't even have one. How would I do that? I think there's like a quest I have to do, but I haven't seen it yet. Oh, there's another Viera. Hello. Pedron. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... I am Pedron, alright? Who's asking? Heard I've got a job for capable adventure, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are reliable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. Most definitely. Let's see, because all of these vests are worse than what I have, but maybe something looks nice. They're pretty basic. Let's go for the gold, or the bronze. Alright. Next up, Pedron. Thank you for taking the time to help me out. I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Seagrot, and I need trustworthy sort to head up north to the airport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishback's Pet Pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you'd permit me, Master Pedron, I should be happy to elaborate. Oh. Okay. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Ailport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Kurls had taken up in residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I'm loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the service of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Well, I can see what I can do. Then it's settled. Sastasha is located in western Lanoskea. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You're the man. Good luck to you, lad. Alright, lower decks here right in Liminsa, and speak to Vimelpa. That is, if I learned my lore correctly, they would be a Mikote. Vimelpa, female Mikote even. Given the name? Yeah, I did a little bit of research on, some of the more prevalent lore. I like to be a little bit prepared. Let's see, just wanted to grab that. Liminsa lower decks. Can I grab the elevator here? Where's the elevator person? Lift attendant. Airship land and bulwark. Is that lower? Or is that higher? I have no idea actually. Hang on, what does my map say? Liminsa lower. Yeah, it does say the elevator. Alright, but we'll call it this. Alright, is this lower? It does look to be. Or at least has access to it. Alright. Perfect. Let's print. Bonkdorf. Let's see, I think it's here. You can go to the upper decks, which we don't need to, but yeah, we can go down here. So this seems like the place to be, and I can see the port right there. And this is such a cool idea. Just have it built into these rocky spires. That is so clever. Giving me ideas from my D&D session as well. Yoink. Alright, the gates open. To the right. Vimelpa. Alright. We also have one of those aetheryte things over there, so I will grab that first. As in attune to it. So you want to be... This is the Fisherman's Guild. That is actually... Hang on, give me a second. I want to see. This is actually really neat. I like it. I like it. Alright, Vimelpa, what do you have for me? I need to reach Western Lanoskea. Oh, look at that, female Mikote. You hear about Commodore Raynor's investigation? Then you want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in Western Lanoskea, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you. Train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Alright. Purchase passage to Aleport. 40 gil, we can spare that. Mapping the realm, Western Lanoskea. On a wing and a prayer. Let's see, this is Aleport itself, where we have a Chocobo porter. We also have one of those aetheryte crystals. And then there's the... Okay, perfect. So, I'll talk to the Chocobo porter in a second. First, let me attune to this. Alright. And then the Chocobo Keep. Unlocked, perfect. And now... Oh. Alright, you guys are level 12, don't worry, I won't hurt you. The Adventurers Guild. Seasoned Adventurer. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are brave. You are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Sea Grot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. Oh, this is a dungeon quest. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Okay, but this is optional. So I don't really want to go through all of that training stuff. But yeah, I do believe that this is the dungeon quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set everything up and then we'll queue. Yeah, that seems interesting, I guess. The Yellow Jacket. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. Can't take any more of this blasted waiting. Oh, you are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So, when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback-fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we are dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue-faced tattoos. Duty Finder and Duty Support unlocked. The Stasha now accessible. Alright, well, this will require some queuing on my part. So, I will do that. And I'll see you when our queue pops up. Alright, dungeon done. We got 2 levels in that dungeon. And some gear. So let's go ahead and see if we can equip something. These plunder goggles are definitely better than what we had, so let me go ahead and equip those. How do we... Eyelash. Oh, no, didn't want to close everything. We did not get the chest piece. There was a weapon as well, but I don't think... Yeah, that's not for me. The weapon is not for me. There was something else. Is it this? Yes. Ethereal brass gorget? Gorget? Let's go with gorget. There we go. Alright, dungeon done. Let's go and talk to whomever we need. Badron at the Drowning Wench. Where's our return? Gridania. I don't think we have another choice. Wait, do we? We can just grab... We can just go there, I assume. I think it's the ferry that brought us here. Not the ferry, you know, the small boat. So instead of teleporting back over to Gridania, we'll just take the ferry back. The dungeon went smooth. It went incredibly smooth. Super quick. People were extremely well geared, which raises the question if there is actually a reason for higher level people to do those low level dungeons still. Linda Laminza. Where'd he go? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering then. There must be a reason, right? Anyways, they just kept on pulling until they got to a boss, and then... No, we just nuked everything. No, pretty smooth. Right, back to Baderon. I'm unsure how to actually pronounce that. I believe it's up here and straight ahead? I mean, we can go straight ahead, it seems. This is where all the people gather, right? Well, all the people usually gather. There's some there, I suppose. But I believe that over here there's someone that can take me. Yeah, the lift. The crow's lift there. They can take me to Baderon in the Drowning Wench. Yes, please. Let's see. Baderon. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. Afraid that ship's already sailed, friend. Might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? That's me, yes. I got these nice goggles from there. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course. But there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is... Lest you wonder? Yeah, wonder, not wonder. Is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. I like them. I do like... Goodbye. I do like them. Very nice. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I wager. Yeah, actually. Fish bags? And here I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull of 3. 7 hells. Turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and scale a batch and set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for more than that. Now I bet you're down for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking another job. Just so happens that I've had a request from my sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are in need of a venturer that can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. And after the way you dealt with that fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give it a shot when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. I mean, I'm ready whenever, really. Party Finder unlocked. Do dungeons always give that amount of experience? Like, that was insane. That was a crazy amount. Anyways, we need to go to Gridania. In a second, we still need to talk to Badron. Ready to be here about that job then? Like I said, request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. That's all I know. Whatever it is you get asked to do, and I somehow doubt it pose any trouble for adventurers to survive the bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be interested, you want to have words with Mother Miune, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate. Well, I'm actually quite acquainted with her, so that shouldn't pose any problem. Let's return to Gridania. Look at those shiny new guns. Oh, new skill. Ah, I have a new skill. There is something. I totally missed that. Full thrust delivers an attack with a potency of 100. Combos with vorpal thrust. Okay, so we'll move this one. Hang on. We'll move this one over here as sort of buff, and we'll move that one over there as our finisher move. Very nice. Alright, correct way from the start. And off to Mother Miune. What level is this quest, by the way? Level 15. Oh, we have some catching up to do with our main storyline. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waiters will come to take your... Oh, it's you, Sorren. It's so good to see you again. What's that? You read Badron's suggestion, you say? The foul-mouthed drogue sends word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Alright, very nice. let's go ahead with that briefing then. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardon for the interruption, Mune, but our need grows ever more pressing, as none stepped forward. And good evening to you too, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own man for all seasons, you certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Sorren. My thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamod, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity has decimated our ranks. The limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Exile at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every ilm of our defenses in search for a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Sorren? I can look into that. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen the preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft, and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. I'm going to guess that this is another dungeon quest. This is going to be another dungeon quest, I'm quite certain of it. Tamtara Deepcroft, that is... Okay, it is not too far from here. I can make that journey. I can. But maybe I should skip until I'm at the dungeon. Let's do that. We made it to the Tamtara Deepcroft. Now, we do need to talk to this guard first. You're Sorren Evenwind, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the calamity, put an end to the 6 day... The cult emerged shortly before the calamity, put an end to the 6 day... Okay, I see. The cultists took the lesser moon, Dalamud, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. So they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that the heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that is now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Alright, yes, that is the next dungeon, so we'll go ahead and queue that. And we'll get back when that is done. Alright, that is the Tamtara Deepcroft done, and that gives us almost the entire Foe Striker outfit. Looking pretty cool. Alright, we need to go back to Mother Mune. So let's just use return to get back to Gridania. Dungeon went smooth as well, not a lot of talking was done. But, yeah, it went smooth. We are in, and on our way to talk to Mother Mune. Actually ran in the right direction from the first time this time. Look at that, I'm learning. Alright, Mother Mune, where are... Oh, there we go. Welcome back, Sorren. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the deep craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Bolord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an even more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Vier's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He couldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. He should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah! To the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'll be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Oh, well, I clicked accidentally. Wait, don't leave me alone. Please. I'm so sorry, Viera. Please forgive me. Accidentally clicked. Damn it. Scenes like this have become all too common. It makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I'll be glad to share the details with you. Well, we're already on a roll, I suppose. Let's do it. Complete quests. So that would have us travel to Ul'dah then. And yeah, we are level 29, that's insane. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietors of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanat's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Sorren, and good luck. Okay, so off to Ul'dah we go to speak to Momodi. Speak to Momodi. Let's see. Ethernet, can I? Oh no, I can't use. I have to teleport like that, don't I? Oh wait a second, I can use the airship. And that's right. Oh, rewind. We have made it to Ul'dah. Let's see, I believe this is the one with the elevator, right? Yes, the lift attendant. Hustings Strip, Ruby... I actually have no idea. Let's just go here, I suppose. I think we already saw Momodi before. So if I can grab... Wait, where are we? Oh yeah, it's right over here. Alright, I made the correct choice. So, if we go to the main road just to the right... Yeah, near the Adventurers Guild. Okay, and onwards to what is most likely going to be our third dungeon. Let's see, Momodi, aha, behind the pillar. Momodi. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now, if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Sorren Evenwind by any chance? Mayona sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So, let's talk business, shall we? Alright, let's do. Let's do that. Momodi. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second on the nut sun and I would have been set afire. Tankard of ale, if you'd be so kind. Nailed it with the voice. Excellent timing, Papa-chan. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. Ah, so this strapping young lad is a much-lauded adventurer, is he? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I am Papa-chan, formerly of the Sultan's Horn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Sorren of his mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the... Oh wow, what is it? Hekatoncher? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about the treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the giants to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is often the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the giants, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creature's still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. I'll have a look at... I don't feel good about that, though. God bless you. I fear you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in Western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina's Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Alright. I'll have a look at that. Now, as I said, I am not very enthused about this. I mean... I understand them. Right, Painted Mesa. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. You're the adventurers volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got skills to go with them. Because things ain't pretty down there. The giants have left the place in the right state, and an area a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have ought to reopen it. We know full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under mountains worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing at a pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on, new friend. Best of luck. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and make our way over. Western Thanalan. So, exit through here, I suppose. Right, so as I was saying, I actually don't blame the giants. They were enslaved but by magic, and then after that magic started faltering, trapped under heaps of rock for 300 years. I mean, I am hard-pressed to not just help them instead. Let's make our way over and see what we can find. Western Thanalan, I think that area is new to us. I don't think I've been there yet. Yeah, it's new to us. But at least it's in this map, right? Yeah, right over there. Right? It's a little bit of a walk, but since this is a new map, I may not cut this out. We'll see. We will pass by some of the strongholds that we come by. And grab the Chocobo Keeper. I don't see one. Well, maybe it has one of those Aetheryte crystals. Would not be a bad idea, actually, to grab this one. Yeah, there's none here, huh? Oh, we do have a Chocobo Keep, right? Are you a Chocobo Keep? You are not. Ah. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is, since I will just be traveling and doing nothing else, I may cut the video here and make my way over to this horizon location, grab that Aetheryte crystal, just to have it in the future, and then make our way over to the mines. Alright, so I'll see you when I arrive at Horizon. We have made it to Horizon, and that is a pretty cool mount. Not going to lie. Right. Let's attune. And there we go. And then, shouldn't be too far off from the mines. So we'll stick together. We can sprint again. But at least now we have a point of reference here in Western Thanalan Horizon. Alright, let's have a look. What do we have here? Level 11 bomb. Copper goblin. And here we made it to the dungeon. Stone torch. There's been an incident inside the Copperbell mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained. But for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the giant... that name. I don't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly. If at all, I didn't think. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Alright, we have our next dungeon. We will quickly queue that, hopefully quickly. Run it, and I will see you after that is done. Enter Copperbell Mines with a party of other players. Wait. Alright, and that was the third dungeon now finished. I think we can go back. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can go back to Eorzea. Are we running that, or I think we better run that because I may need my return spell later on. so let me just go ahead and head on over. Doing that dungeon also gave us another, I think, 2 levels or something, which does put us at level 32, which is absolutely insane. Really. Oop, sprint. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't get any loot. We got some more of that plundered gear, or the foe strikers gear, which, you know, we already have, so we couldn't get that. But I mean, it was fun. And I think we only killed like 3 giants. I think that was it. Anyways, on my way to Ul'dah. Alright, we made it back to Ul'dah. So entering Ul'dah, we most likely are going to have to go to the inn and then talk to that mine worker, I believe he was. But yeah, I hope you don't mind me cutting out those dungeons. I don't think they add a lot to the video. It's mostly just, you know, me following the tank, pressing my buttons to, you know, make the enemies go down. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if I want to add those to the video. So, I will most likely just edit them out, focus a bit on the storyline that we got going on, and leave it at that. I think since this is just an introductory to the dungeons, that we don't have to do a lot of them during the storyline. Else I will have to revisit my strategy in this, I'm afraid. Alright, let's have a look. Painted Mesa. Yes. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our minor operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan the next time I see him. As for you, you want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Oh? What? Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir. I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. Huh. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Let's come. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. Alright, gentlemen. Time to back off. Who the hell's are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You a lot? Teach them a lesson. Oh, this should be fun. Wait then. If there's anything I despise, it's scum like you. So let's get this over quick, shall we? Bad for an adventure, huh? I'm just getting warmed up, though. Oh, he's got backup now. Very well. You're not going to heal, are you, in the back line? Good. Oh wow, that was quick. Fine. Yeah, I'll stab you then. You next. Come on then. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Oh boy. I swear there were more refugees there when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. It's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. Problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam, please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Well, I suppose that settles it. Sir, are you alright? Oh, a little bit of a headache. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Hey, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done? I don't bear thinking about. Right. Well, I suppose that is our good deed of the day done. Case closed. Hello again. We've been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gridania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably, and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were also ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a gil by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this, we are convinced. Even if you were kinda dragged into that business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. And then there's the matter of your gift. I dare say you are curious as to the nature of the vision you bore witness to moments ago. Well, we can help you to understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is only the beginning, for we would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. The little wave. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Defenders of Justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone. Except for Momodi. She knows already. I love how enthusiastic she said that, and I was like, oh, but don't tell anyone. Okay. Right. I think we need to head over to Momodi then. Find out more about these Scions of the Seven Dawn. Let's see, Momodi. She's always hiding behind this one pillar. Let's have a look. Momodi. Huh. Things like that are becoming even more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. I bet she reads romance novels. Sorren. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But God, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you've been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every the adventurer Mione said you'd be, Sorren. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. I recognize you. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. Weren't you at Mione? My name's Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver. He and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are. You see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a friend not robbed him of the chance. Fiend, not a friend, by the way. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the man you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Aver once was. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Sorren Evenwind. I'm flattered. Sorren Evenwind. I shan't forget. Thank you, Sorren Evenwind. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. That is very high praise. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But, against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Sorren. And what did you say? You want to know about the signs of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Sorren, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. And knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Right. Well, that is that. These Scions of the Seventh Dawn definitely sound, well, capable at the very least. But that may be something that we will figure out next episode, because I think that this is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to boop that like button, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, my friends, and bye-bye.